Hello, everyone. Welcome to Loud and Proud Orlando, the Pride Pod. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Luis Carlos Pineda, and I'll be your host tonight. And I do want to say, even though it was a loss, even though it was an L, I do want to say that I'm happy to see Barbra Banda back. So, Banda's back. Um, and again, we're going to be discussing today several topics. So stay tuned. We have a packed show today. Thank you for your support. Today, we'll discuss the Orlando Pride lost against 2-1 in their home opener against the Seattle Reign. Barbra Banda is back. Orlando Pride post game presser, and then we'll preview the Orlando Pride versus the Denver Summit. So stay tuned for the Pride Pod. So thank you for your support again. I do want to say a couple of things. Look, this game, man. I mean, the league is. I don't know what's happening with the league, man. I mean, 2.5 hour delay. I mean, it was horrendous. So much so that during the weather break, people left the building. People left the building. So even though the crowd was like over 13,000 people according to the numbers, um like when it came back, it looked less fuller. I mean, 110%. People were like, I'm not waiting this long. Every 30 minutes. So every time there was a thunder, it was 30 minutes added on the break per NWSL rules. Obviously, that's to protect the players. But anyways, we'll discuss today what happened with this game. And I do want to say it was a 2-1 loss against Seattle. It was a heartbreaker for the Orlando Pride, especially given the statistical dominance that Orlando had throughout the match. Um, the first half was a rusty start. I do believe that Hines deployed a 4-2-3-1 that kind of morphed into a 4-4-2. I do want to say the Seven Castaigne playing near Barbra Banda was great on Seb. I think Seven was great. I mean, for the first game she's ever had on the big stage, I think she did fantastic. Um, Orlando looked leggy in the first 15 minutes. I think Seattle's high press forced turnovers, leading to Jesh Ms. Fishlock's 24th minute goal. Um, the Pride midfield uh, struggle with Mondesir. I felt like they had a little bit of an issue with her. She was operating half spaces, so she was fantastic and very physical. And after the 30th minute mark, I will say Orlando kind of woke up and they began exploiting the wings. And then Barbra Banda started creating chances, and Claudia Dickey came out big time. And again, those are goals that are going to cost you in the end. I mean, so much so that Orlando could have been 3-1 in the first half. And so Orlando could have put the game away in the first half. But again, goals you do not score, your rival scores on you, and that's exactly what happened. So let's read some comments real quick. Thank you so much for your support. It says here, Vamos LPO. It says Adriana Vamos. It was a long weather delay and it got cold. They announced 16K. That's distributed tickets, not actual attendance. They gave all the city STMs a ticket to this game. Yeah, no. I mean, I wanted to make it look a little better. Yeah, there was no chance we had 16K in seats even at kickoffs. That's almost said the words. Yeah, many people stay, but it was Sunday night, so the families wanted. Yeah, I agree. I mean, guys, I come from Tampa, so I have a 2-hour drive, and I want to say hello to my wife. But I told my wife, I was like, it's a home opener. I haven't been to the previous 2 years home openers, so this I have to be in this home opener. So I was like, it's on a Sunday. It's gonna be early. It's gonna end at 6, and then at 7 there's gonna be the press conference, and then I'll be driving home. I'll get home at 9. I could still get home to grab a bite of food, so don't worry about it. I can do bedtime for my daughter. That didn't happen. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I had to stay, man, and I got home almost at what 11:45, and typically when I get home, I still have the adrenaline of the game because on the way home, I'm listening to loud music to stay awake, and so like I'm like listening to like some Megadeth and like all crazy stuff, Pantera and like Lamb of God and so or like Daft Punk, but like really loud, right? And so I got home, I opened the door, I put my stuff down, and then I just go in I literally I was editing videos I have a recliner. I was editing videos in my recliner, and I passed out in my recliner, like with my phone and everything. In the morning, like my wife was like, "Oh my god, you're okay?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I was like, "Oh my god." I was still wearing all my stuff from last night. Like I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta go to work." Oh man, like I went took a shower. Like it was a mess. It never happened to me before. Usually, I still have the adrenaline. I still have to, watch a movie or watch TV to go to bed. But in this case, I was just so beat up because of the Orlando and Pride back to back. But um, I was delighted to see all of y'all. I was delighted to see all the Black Swans, everybody there supporting, and I was delighted to also that great mini ceremony honoring Kay Rollins. That was fantastic. That was awesome. Um, and uh, there's a lot of things that we need to talk about regarding the tactics. I felt that Anna Morehouse could have done a little more in that goal. Um, the positioning, I think, subbing out Raffaele. I understand we're trying to prevent injuries, but subbing out your core backline that had you the first half pretty much on point. It kind of cost you the game, and it's just my opinion. Let's read some comments. This is the teams and the referees should decide to be able to call a game off due to long weather delays. It shouldn't be dictated. But I completely agree with you. I completely agree. And not only that, I mean, pro referees also with the whole. I mean, I personally felt that after watching that again, I watched it like 3 times. I watched it live, and I thought it was a goal, the Raffaele goal. But then watching it twice on Victory Plus, I'm telling you, we got shafted here. But again, it is what it is. Can't blame anyone for leaving. I was very tired and a lot of pain. There you go. And the ref robbed us from that corner goal, says John. Of all side wars, thank you, Julie. Appreciate you. Players need to stop with the fixing the ball before shooting it. Most of the time, you don't have time for that. Oh, there you go. At Astra, there was definitely no foul on that goal. I know there was no foul on that goal. There's no foul. There was nothing. Not offside. Not foul. Nothing. That was a 2.5 hours ride back to Tampa. There you go. It was either metal or bachata for mi amigo after a Pride or OC. Bachata is always amazing. There you go. Hello, I drive home in silence where we lose because I'm mentally ill. Oh no. Sporty Mouse, I had a bit of a drive home also. We need a center back to replace the Sams because Mace. Yeah, I do want to say Mace was so off. She was turning over the ball in the first half so much. It was just like, girl, what you doing, girl? So much so, I'm like, maybe she's a little shorter to play the center back position. It got a little better, I think, after Seb maybe gathered the troops in the second half after the weather break, but still, it wasn't. I think Mace is a left back or right back. I don't know if it's she's a center back. Ovalle West is so. Yo, there was one of Ovalle that she did the. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? She's not trusting herself, and that's not $1.5 million worth, in my opinion. With all due respect, we need to see La Maga, bro. You need to shoot it, or you need to like pass it to somebody who's gonna shoot. I mean, she hold the ball, she did the turn. I'm like, what was the point of that? The ref official explanation, blue chunks. No VAR on that goal was the ultimate BS. Yeah, and then you have a player going like this. You got Rafa going like tremendous. Once we have Abello back in there, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think Abello was there with Marta. Mace is not a center back. She's definitely more a right back. She made 4 big mistakes. Yeah, 100%. And let's thank thank God that Rafa had a massive game against me official. Because if we would have had somebody else there, me official would have cooked that person. Me official wanted to punish us. Amago on game day poster, we ain't seen the magic yet. Yeah, I agree with you, John. Thank you. Now, Orlando Pride in the first half started very sluggishly. Allowed Seattle to dominate the opening 15 minutes with quick transitions and pressure. And that's because also Haley Mace was just turning over the ball. But it wasn't just her. It was, I think, the whole team. Seattle capitalized in the 24th minute when Nadilia Mondesir played Jess Fishlock through the opener for the opener, exploiting a gap in Orlando's midfield. And it literally was just Jess Fishlock was just more determined than Mace. It looked like she was pushing through Mace. And it just exploited the gap. And it's just not good enough. I mean, the possession for Orlando in this half was 47% overall. Orlando struggled with build-up play, and they were losing the balls in transition. They generated some chances, like Barbra Banda had a couple, Seven had a couple. They didn't really test Seattle's Claudia Dickey. I think Claudia did a great job. And Seattle's strategy just was focused on Fishlock, carrying the ball and focused on counters, using Nadilia Mondesir's pace to stretch the field. So crazy. Let's actually watch. And again, thank you to the NWSL for this. I'm going to put some of the goals, and then we can discuss that. It's not the it's it was not the very first half I wanted. And let's look at this real quick. Thank you for your support. It says Summer Yates needs to stay healthy because every time she plays, I'm sure she's about. Yeah, me too. I saw that and I was like, wow. So this was the Orlando Pride for Seb Hines right here. So it was Morehouse, Oyane, which actually had a great game. I do want to say Oyane and Raffaelli were literally carrying Mace. Mace cannot have that game. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to put both of. I understand her experience, and she played in Kansas last year, but come on, dude, like there was a lot of inconsistencies with Mace. Corey Dyke, physical, she was great. Kaylee McCutcheon, again, the heart of the team. Ali Limos, not bad. And then the 3 up top, Castaigne and Banda, great. Obaye, I will say 2 out of 5, 100%. I think she was being still kind of overpowered physically. I do feel like she will be better suited playing behind Banda and Castaigne. So I would love to this 4-3-3 in transition to turn into a 4-2-3-1. And it'll be great to see Ovalle more like creating right behind the strikers. I really don't see her as a winger. It's just my opinion. Again, I'm not a coach. But Castaigne and Banda, what I love about Seven Castaigne was her confidence. She looked fucking. Sorry that I've said the other word, but she looked so effing confident. Like it didn't seem that it was her first game. It didn't seem. It says it was a 4-3-3 with Limos on the 8 role. Haley box to box, and Summer was a creator. Angelina got dropped. Oh wow. Angelina was injured. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Angelina was injured. Also, Summer Yates, Castaigne has a bend that could be really fun for. Oh no, yeah, I know. At Astra, thank you. Yeah, she's a tremendous player. To me, honestly, I mean, I understand Barbra Banda is our best player right now, but Castaigne to me, she has a high ceiling. She's amazing. Let's watch the first goal real quick. Right here, look. Let's look at this real quick.
Nice ball tucked in. Meza's cross denied.
Now, Rafael had a massive game.
Over the bar from McCammon. Clearness pass ahead. Fishlock.
Like this. Like this right here. What Fishlock was doing.
Tucked in. Meza's cross denied. Given away up the middle. Over the bar from McCammon.
Let's look at Fishlock here.
Clearness pass ahead. Fishlock.
That's Mace right there. She beats Mace on the 1v1 just by moving her, just by being faster on the move.
From defenders.
And look at me, official, and look at Raffaelli.
Through the official.
Massive save by Anna.
Fishlock says
but also Anna was able to get that ball because Raffaelli was quick onto kind of covering the into kind of blocking right there. You know what I mean? So Mia was shooting. She was shooting the ball kind of on a weird, kind of like a weird shot inside of her foot. And obviously Rafaela was close to clear that out.
Official shot. Almost. Fishlock says deflection. That should be a corner.
Yeah. Now, Mia Official, she was supposed to be a Pride player, and then she decided to go to Mexico. Mexico, she didn't do so well. I mean, she did all right, but then, you know, she has no love for Orlando, man. She has no love for Orlando.
Dyke.
Now, I'm going to go ahead. Look at this Corey Dyke right here. Spot on.
Turned inside by McCutcheon.
It's another turn. Like, look at this.
Castaigne, who picks it up.
That right there, that's what Ad Astra is saying right here. Like, look at that curler. That's a turnover right there. But look at Ovalle right here.
The wrong side of Castaigne,
that's Castaigne. No, sorry. No, it's not Ovalle. That's Castaigne. I mean, Ovalle could do the same, but she just doesn't do it. Right here, look. Dyke. And right here, boom. Look at Castaigne. Look at that shot right there. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Now, what a confidence in this young woman, man. My hat's off for Seb Castaigne. And the way she carried the post-press conference, man. The way she carried the post-press conference was spot on. So confident.
Ovalle was calling for it into the box. That's headed away by Huerta. Picked up. Dyke shooting it.
Look at Dyke right there.
Picked up Meza.
Look at Montezir. 1v1.
Numbers going forward.
Now, this right here. Come on, man. Like, this to me, it just starts wrong. Number one, the positioning for Raffaelli. I don't know whose idea it was to have both of them as center backs. I mean, Raffaelli, I understand, but Mace, look at this.
Going for.
Okay, It's a beautiful pass. And then Mace, come on. Come on, Mace. Like, really?
A step behind Mace. Fishlock. Jess Fishlock.
She's somebody of the experience of Jess Fishlock is not going to miss out of that range. I mean, I'm not going to knock Anna on this whatsoever. I know I heard some fans were kind of upset. There's nothing Anna can do here. That is all on Mace.
Fishlock, a step behind Mace. Fishlock, Jess Fishlock.
That's just, be honest with you, that's sloppy defending right there. The reason comes Lemos should be stopping those balls. That's her job. So there's yeah, you make sense there. There's a level of vanity to a player I never liked much being associated with so many teams I support, says LOL. She did okay at Tigres, spent a while injured at Chelsea, and then finally made it to a West Coast NWSL team like she wanted in the draft. And it says, I don't blame her at the time she was here. It says, yeah. Banda, 7, Ovalle, all missed clear chances. Her finishing was terrible. Ovalle should have scored an easy goal, but she was just so not comfortable hitting with her right foot that she turned it to put it. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I'm like, what was the point of that? Crazy. And it says, Washi, I missed that. It says a thigh injury, says Sporty Mouse. Oh, wow. Angelina had a thigh injury. Nobody knew that.
Scored for Seattle. They're up on the road.
Now, you have to understand, before they scored this goal, Orlando looked solid. Like, I mean, they missed like 3 goals. I mean, Orlando had chances. They generated a lot of chances. Their momentum was tilting towards Orlando's side. But a goal just stuns you. Like, it stuns you. And you can come back sometimes. In this case, Orlando had a really good comeback, but man,
the oldest player,
McLaren was talking trash. The coach of Seattle was talking trash. The media people up top were talking trash.
Player on the field.
And we talked about Jess Fishlock's influence in the attack. It's Mondesir who comes inside.
Look at Mondesir right there.
But watch the way Jess Fishlock uses her body here on Mace. Mace is a combative defender. Fishlock gets position.
I think Mace is in love, man. Hey, Mace, you need to stop being so much in love. I need you to see killing somebody like that. Come on, you
right
can.
There. Mace goes down to ground. Fishlock, when she gets eye to eye with the goalkeeper, she's never going to miss that opportunity. 100%. As Morehouse comes out, tries to apply pressure. Fishlock slides it in for Seattle. Right?
And then they make that the little
to the right, Oyane.
Now let me see if this is a goal for Orlando City. I want to put the Orlando City goal right here. Man, it took a long time, man. Okay, right here. There you go. This is.
If you own a gun, you're probably going to be.
What the hell? Why do I have that? Yo, I don't pay for YouTube. There you go. All right, let's watch this. There you go.
Come from behind defending, though, by Orlando to slow.
Look at Rafa. Now, Rafa, kudos to her on here.
To play down. McCutcheon into space.
Oh, and now I'm telling you, this is vintage Banda. Fantastic, bro. Oh, man. What a player, man.
Banda running on to it. Barbra Banda has some help. Took the shot. Head scores. 1-1. She's back.
What a goal. Look.
And this is fantastic from McCutcheon.
100%. And then Haley McCutcheon, I'm telling you, I love Haley. She's my favorite player. I'm going to say it right now. I know people are going to be like, yo, if Haley's watching, yeah, you're my favorite player, Haley. Tremendous.
The ball into space.
Look at that drive. I'm just so happy for Barbra Banda.
To the run of Barbra Banda, she gets the best of Emily Mason down the side, one step.
I'm just so happy for her.
McLaren doesn't slide across.
Yeah, McLaren had nothing to do with it. And not only that, like, I mean, what a finish. I mean, again, she had 3 other chances, but I mean, I guess
quick enough. She's trying to take away the pass to Seb Hines Strategy on the back post, and it's the quickness in which Banda releases her shot.
Tremendous. So let's do some more comments. Mace was very disappointing. Sarah looks to be a better option as a sporty mouse. I haven't played football in 25 years, but I would have even tackled fish. Yeah, I agree. I would have been like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing, fish lot? Or I would have or I would have started or I would have started talking in Welsh. Yes, I know some Welsh. Borreda, good morning in Welsh. Don't ask me how I know that. Long story. You're all in. Sarah and Rafa is still my expectation for most of the season. Yeah, I think. I mean, John, I don't know why they're playing the couple there as center back, but Mace didn't work as a center. I mean, I like Mace as a left back or a right back, but I don't like her as a center back. We just need a real center back. I do agree. Ask me what I think of McLaren while I'm drunk. I remember McLaren when she was in Orlando. She was nice to me, but whatever. Blame it on the rain. Yeah, I agree with you. Spies, they're taking notes. Yo, it's Terry Spicer needs to take notes 100%. 100%. Now, the second goal and the 2-1, you know, and again, there was a 2.5 hour weather delay. And I'm sorry, but be honest with you, that was horrible. And it just made all the players not come out. And Seven said it on the press conference. So Seb gathered the troops and said, hey guys, you need to match the intensity that you did in the first half. The crowd is behind you. Match their energy. They're here for you. He tried to play the motivator type of thing. It really didn't work out. I mean, they came out not so creatively, and then Seattle got one up on them, and that's exactly what happened.
And leading it.
This right here.
On a break. The chance
oh my God. When I saw that, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to kill Seven for this. Clearly, I mean, it's her professional debut. But clearly, I mean, I'm sure next time she's not going to miss that. But I mean, that was a clear chance to put it 2-1.
From Castaigne. And that's where it stands at the moment.
And that's there you go. Who's right there by the I know the person right there by the flag, by the flag. I know she's watching. Right? There you go. That's my friend Rachel right there. This is game 1, but still was an awful miss. As soon as I saw Morehouse's all stat words punch the ball out, I knew it was going to come back. I know everything was wetter than insert your choice of grass joke here, but you got it. No, man, I know. My dumb ass curled up in my yeah. There you go. Rachel is there you go. Look at that. And now this right here, I do want to say, number 1, the back line. Now there was a substitution for Orlando. They took out Raffaele. And this was just bad positioning, in my opinion, from the defense.
Both goal scorers subbed out.
Now this right here, I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Why do you punch it?
Punched out by Morehouse. Sent right back.
Now, who are these two? Who are these two right here? That's Hannah Anderson, and that's Corey Dyke. Hannah Anderson, Corey Dyke.
Finally to Mondesir, right across, and a goal. Ratcliffe, the second half.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That's Hannah Anderson and Corey Dyke.
Finally to Mondesir, right across.
And what happened was these two Seattle players overlapped and confused the back line. And again, Anna was, to me, I felt like
Finally
she could have done a little better. She was a little bit out of position.
Right across.
And she didn't even try to catch it.
And a goal. Ratcliffe, the second half sub, gives the lead to Seattle for the second time.
And look how McLaren celebrates. Look how McLaren celebrates. Like, to me, I'm sorry, but I was just so mad, man. I was like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Look good when you score that.
There you go. There you go. So look.
That quickly after coming.
Now you got to catch that, Anna, or throw it to the corner, the other corner kick. Don't punch it out.
Again.
And is it initially a really good decision there from Anna Morehouse?
No,
it's a good.
I don't think it's a good decision, because you know somebody else is going to grab it, and already your line. If you look the line right here, I mean, if it would have been a better cross, it would have gone through number 2, and it would have been a clear path.
Clearance.
You know?
Madison Curry keeps this.
And then right here, Mondesir, and again, the positioning. McCutcheon, Dyke, Hannah Anderson.
Alive, Mondesir, just a little dink up.
And you see, 2 go to the header. So that confuses Corey. Plus, Corey is not as tall as the other 2 forwards. Clearly. And then look how forward is Anna right there. She's out of position, in my opinion. It's a better decision if you have more than one center back, says Ad Astra. I just don't see why he took Rafa out. She's our leader back there. I agree with you. I get why he made that choice of a weather delay. There you go. If our players need to be subbed because they can't make it 90, that's a big problem. Seb made too many defensive subs, and the rookies look lost. Anderson. Oh, yep. People confuse us a lot. Really? That's not... Really? I'm confused. Oh, my God. We have an issue here, so I was confused. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. This is low, yeah. Oh, crap. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I feel like crap now. I confused you guys, man. As soon as I saw Morehouse punch the ball out, I knew it was going to come back. I know everything was what I already read. But this just probably laughing right now. I was like, "Yo, how do you get it wrong, Lewis? You're freaking crazy." There you go. So
and it's
yeah, I think maybe you could do a chincha, try to at least like take it out or something, man.
Britt Ratcliffe, that is an exceptional finish.
Okay, it was an
Mondesir
trying to like
lifts the ball up.
Yeah, I mean, it was between 2 defenders, but that's because both defenders got confused.
Up and Britt Ratcliffe
right there. It was Mays and Dyke.
Cliffs jumps off the ground, snaps the head into the back post, glancing header beats Morehouse, the journeywoman.
Yeah, and that ended it. Unfortunately, that was it. Exceptional, my ass. That's right. That's right. No worries. It's legitimately common. Mondesir cooked this. No, Mondesir looked really good. Better than last year. How does it go through? How does it go right through 4 defenders? That's right. I mean, crazy, right? I think the back line was completely out of position. I mean, Orlando in the second half came out aggressively, you know. Giacchiavai, I think, was switched to the left. Seven Castaigne was switched to the right. And then Banda was kept as a 9. And then obviously the payoff came quickly when the equalizer came in the 51st minute. Haley McCutcheon with the assist, and Orlando pressed higher. It created great opportunities through the flanks. They dominated early. Orlando outshot Seattle 13-3 in the second half. And however, defensive lapses just started creeping in, as you saw. Seattle regained control late, and then they scored the winner in the 83rd minute. So then Seattle shifted to a compact defense and absorbed the pressure, hitting on the break, made things difficult for Orlando, and then they got the win. Now, Barbra Banda, and again, it's a loss. This just started, is a long season. I understand no one wants to lose their home debut. Growing pains, but Barbra Banda to me stood out with a goal as a constant threat, creating multiple chances. Haley McCutcheon still looks like the heart of this team. She's clearly well deserved to be the captain of this team, provided the assist and leading in good amount of passes, Haley McCutcheon. And then to me, the one that really impressed me on the personal note, Seven Castaigne. I thought Seven Castaigne, to me, 7 impressed me. And I feel like her jersey number should be 6-7. To me, I feel like Seven Castaigne's number should be 6-7. It will just funny, 7. You should be 6-7. And 6-7 should be your number. But 7 impressed to me. Even though she had the little botch, very energetic. Now, when it comes to Seattle, Mondesir, to me, she was the best player in that team. And obviously, Jess Fishlock, she had the first goal. And obviously, Brittany Ratcliffe, I think she deserves some kudos because she scored the second one. But she was an immediate impact player. Now, according to SofaScore, 8.1 was the rating for Barbra Banda in this game. 8.5 for Nedilia Mondesir. And if you're wondering what's the rating for Haley Mays throughout the game, was 7.6. For Haley McCutcheon was 7.4. So possession was very close. 53% to Seattle, 47% Orlando. Orlando's inefficiency in finishing was clearly evident. 23 shots Orlando had in this game, only 8 on target. That is tremendous. While Seattle throughout the game had 13 shots and only 5 on target, and out of those 5, 2 goals. So clearly Seattle was more effective. Now, Seattle was just more efficient. The limited chances they had, they converted. Mondesir was influential. Laura Harvey bringing a sub like Ratcliffe, it kind of proved fresh legs, and she scored the decisive goal. So that's on the coach, 100%. And when it comes to Orlando Pride, even though Orlando dominated the shots, missing big chances, especially from Banda, Castaigne, goals you don't score, your rival team will end up scoring on you. Defensive errors, especially on set pieces like the positioning, it allowed Seattle's late winner. And I mean, again, I don't know if it was the preseason, because the coach noted there was a long preseason break that contributed to rustiness. I really don't know if that's true, but leading to a poor start, and I don't know. I mean, it was a poor second half start, and the inability to sustain the second half momentum. So I know Seb brought in Julie Doyle and Salai Washington. Salai Washington had some opportunities, but it didn't impress me. Neither Julie, unfortunately. And I'll be completely honest, it just both were okay, in my opinion. I wish we had him a little longer in the heat. It says Banda spoke well in the press conference. She's hungry for a big season. Me too. I think she wants to do great this year. I think because the World Cup's coming up in 2027. And I really want to go to the World Cup. Yes, guys, I want to go to Brazil. I want to fala Portuguese. It says with Seb being a defender, you would think he Julius has the best comment. You would think her could sort out the backline. There you go. The Chance generation looked less like pulling teeth than he did for half of 2025. There you go. Catthews Sanjas says, happy to see Banda scoring immediately from injury. Salt Sana. Yeah, 100%. Personally, I'm happy for Barbra Banda. She's, to me, one of the best attackers in the world. Zambia should be proud of having Banda as your ambassador. It's tremendous. She's a tremendous human being, tremendous player. And Zambia, I know there's going to be the World Cup's coming up 100%. I know Zambia is going to be there, and in Brazil 2027. So, Zambia Kuchalo, right? I think that's how you say it. So I'm glad that some Zambians are joining the pod. Yeah, I'm not worried after what they watch the footage of this game. Yeah, we're gonna push through. I need to see more of Jackie Ovalle. I'm gonna say it in Spanish. Jackie, mira, para que te traje. Jackie, ya pues. Jackie, quiero ver el camaroncín, Jackie. Jackie, quiero ver el. Jackie, quiero ver a la Jackie de Tigres. Jackie, vamos, Jackie. I want to support Jackie 100%. I want to see Jackie from Tigres. I think everybody's ready. Si tienes que jugar de 10, juega de 10. If you have to play as the 10, dile al coach. Coach, ayúdame, help me. And the ref doesn't screw us out of the clear goals. Yeah, let's look at that, because that, to me, it was not. It was crazy. It was. I don't know why it was not even a VAR called. And again, pro referees, man, it's terrible. Let's look at John's. John put it up in his X account right here. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, bro. Right here, and he puts here, you must investigate this clear failure. First, the referee Alexander Villete makes and I love my French. Villete makes a horrible error in disallowing the Orlando Pride goal, and then the VAR, Jacqueline Metz and Avar Melissa Beck failed to correct the clear and obvious error. Why do we have VAR if this is not going to be called out? Let's look at this. Now, this was going to be an assist from Jackie Ovalle.
Cross, and it bounced. Referee saying no. They wanted.
So when I saw this, I thought, and I think that's how Rafa took it too. Rafa thought she was offside, and I thought too. But then there was a touch. Apparently, there was it was never called. Like, what's happening? They said that it was a foul on that right there. So they're saying that she fouled the defender. Kind of like it kind of like American football when you do holding and you hold the guy's helmet, like exactly the same. Like it's dumb. Like it tells you that some of these refs.
I don't see a foul.
I don't see a foul at all.
Hold on Papaele?
I don't see a foul whatsoever.
Still don't see it from a different angle.
And again, does this surprise us that it's Orlando versus everyone? It shouldn't. It shouldn't surprise us. I understand the ref gets it wrong. That's fine. But VAR should correct the clear and obvious error. I agree. And that tells you that the people that are on VAR don't know the sport. Or if they do, they're just a little biased towards Orlando. It's a cheeky dead ball situation. Unforgivable. No, she didn't even blow it before the goal. Jay, Texas should have been a goal for over a goal for Rafa, and what a ball from Ovalle. 100%. That's what I would like to see. And again, it's an opinion. I would like to see Ovalle as a free-flowing 10. And when I mean free-flowing, is like she dominates that whole area in the middle, setting people up, doing those passes, doing those curlers from distance. I think she could definitely do that. She's a tremendous player. Just Mainland reported it as because Billy Tier didn't let the play finish, the video assistant referee could not review the play. Oh, jeez. Unbelievable. That's botch right there after botch. If I'm the owner, if I'm Mark Wilf and I'm reading this, I'll be like, yeah, I agree, Lewis. 4-2-3-1 with Ovalle. Yeah. I mean, she could do those corner kicks. I mean, it's better than Martin Ojeda throwing a corner kick, with all due respect. I can't find an explanation from the post-match, but it's BS either way. The ref said Banda fouled the goalie. It looked the other way around to me. Yeah, me too. Banda was on the floor. The ref even asked for the VAR. She thinks Dickey's fouled by Banda, but it's the opposite. Let's watch it one more time. Banda fouled Dickey. Let me see. Right here. Where? if anything, Dickey won that duel. There's no foul for Dickey.
She calling a hold on Papaele?
I don't see a foul here.
Me neither. Anyways, that ref sucks. Sucks. Bad. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It says, yeah, that was the ref's defense. Banda impeded the goalkeeper, which prevented her ability to fairly jump for the ball and knock the goalkeeper off balance. She has every right to stand there, says at Astra. Dickey falls on her own. She can even see through the players. Dickey wasn't even on her line. LMAO. There you go. So I wanted to show you guys this real quick before we go to the next topic. So I want to thank the club because they gave me this beautiful scarf that has the star. It's my first scarf with a star, and it has the doves from the Poles jersey as the scarf of the city. Yeah, there you go. And so I am giving this scarf to my daughter so she could put it in her actual room. She tried to steal it from me. She's like, Daddy, you brought that for me? I was like, I can't say no. I said, okay, yeah, I'll give it to you. She's gonna put it in her room. So it's beautiful. I love it. So thank you to the Pride for this wonderful gesture. It has the Pepsi logo and everything. So it's fantastic. So thank you to the Orlando Pride for that. It says the ref was even from Orlando. Even refs from Orlando don't like us. I blew my voice out yelling very rude things at the ref featuring during the OBT chant. It says if they get too much experience, they get promoted. There you go. Crazy. Oh man. But anyways, we move on. I think I love what Seven Castaigne said on the post press conference, and we can break it down real quick. I asked some tough questions about that. Yeah, but let's listen to Seven Castaigne. Let's listen to Barbra Banda, and let's listen to Mr. Seb Hines right here on LPL. Let's see what they say.
Everybody, first game of the season, and it didn't go on our way, but I think we played well as a team, and it's a lesson for us going into the next game. We know the league is very tough, so we need to pull up our stockings, and hoping for the next game we need to get
Now I asked the next question. I hate hearing my voice, but obviously I asked her about Seven Castaigne and what she thought about playing with Seven right in the attacking third. So, yeah.
Feel with her, sharing the attacking third with her. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Honestly, she's a young player, and she's so good. The combination was great, and I think being a first professional, she's done so good, and we are hoping for the best. She's up to learn, and we're teaching each other, so it's a team of teaching each other, so I think she's up on a good spot.
100%. I mean, she's on point there. I think Seven has a high ceiling. I know I'm getting a little excited, but I just love Seven's edge. She has like a swag on her, with all due respect with Seven, but she has this swag, like, like, okay, like I'm up to the challenge, you know what I mean? I like those type of players, you know what I mean? So fantastic.
After 80 plus minutes up.
I mean, it's obviously disappointing. You never want to lose at home, but I think we did a lot of good things tonight, and it's just about capitalizing on our opportunities and being sharp in the back.
We'll go online to Luis.
Hi, Seven. I wanted to ask you in the weather break specifically, what did Seb and how did he rally the troops? Because you guys created a.
Now you have to understand, guys. I had to leave, so typically I'll stay, I'll drink a little water. I go and I put my tripod. I set it up. I put my camera, put my microphone, right? I had to get home. So I told communications, like, guys, I gotta bounce. I'm gonna be on the I'm gonna be on my phone. He's like, okay, don't worry, man. Get home safe. Okay, thank you. So they started the post presser. I wasn't even near my car. So I was in the middle of in the outside gate D, walking towards the parking lot with my phone, and I'm like walking and talking, and it was just a pain in the ass. So my apologies if I didn't sound like.
Been a lot of chances right after the weather delay. You guys could have scored a couple of more goals. What was said on that break that kind of changed your mentality on that half? Thank you.
I think a lot of it is about like playing off of your fans, playing off of the energy. And I don't think that we came out as sharp and as energetic as we wanted to. And I think we did create a lot of opportunities, but the energy just wasn't quite there in the first half. And so I think for him, a lot of it was like hyping us up, telling us like, hey, we're still in this game and we need to continue to get in this game. And I think getting the break and kind of getting to talk together as a team and figuring out like, okay, what do we need to do better? What do we need to keep doing was really helpful for us.
Disappointment.
And then Seb came on, and I didn't ask a question for Seb. Because at that point I was on a red light and I saw a cop. I'll be honest with you. there was a cop, like there was a cop in front of me and there was a cop behind me. So I'm like extra careful. So I was like, oh shit, like, you know. So I was like,
same result as always. Obviously tough as well when you go so long for a break. But I didn't feel like we started the game too well. I thought we allowed Seattle to get on top, in the first 15 minutes. And then we got back into the game with some really good opportunities to score. And when you have great opportunities like that, you've got to punish the team. And we didn't in the first half. And yeah, we started the second half really well, right on the front foot, everything that we asked. We made some adjustments. We changed Avai over to the left-hand side, Castaigne to the right-hand side, asked Barbra to stay more on that left-hand side, and we get the reward with a goal. And then we let ourselves down towards the end. But there's going to be some growing pains as well. There's a lot of new players, young players as well, that are finding their feet within the league, and just told them, like, you don't lose the league in the first game. We have to keep building, we have to keep moving forward, and they fully understand that.
Yep, and that was it pretty much. Thank you to Orlando Pride Communications. And then I also want to give kudos to Lucas Camarini, because, I mean, what a beautiful shots from the game. You got Miss Kay here bowing down, thanking everybody at the stadium. You got Marta, Carriabello, Angelina. You got Nicole Payne right there. And you got one of the fans right here. I know she's talking to Marta. It says, thank you for sharing this photo with Marta. There you go. And then Barbra looking sharp right there. I love those kits. The warm-up kits look dope, to be honest with you. It's like, and then beautiful shots right there. And then right there, Haley McCutcheon with this little fan right here. That's awesome. And then obviously that's my boy John right here with his family right there honoring Kay. So Seb Hines looking sharp right there with the lion right there in his arm. There you go. Forever a lion. And then that is our first squad right there. Look, everybody cheesing, looking nice. Haley looking all like game on, Jackie wearing like sunscreen. I thought that was funny. Shinta0013. Anyone know why Yuki was at that game? I mean, Yuki Nagatomo, she's, I think, 38 years old. Isn't she? I think so, right? No. Yuki, I forgot. Is that her last name? Nagasato, sorry. Yuki Nagasato. Yeah, she's 38. She's a striker from so I don't know. I mean, are we looking at Yuki as a second striker? I mean, if she should have something left in the, she's retired. Yeah, maybe she's just going to. I mean, I would do it. I mean, if I'm a retired footballer and I miss watching soccer live and I want to support women's football, I'll go see the local team's game. Maybe he was there just to look at the game or visiting one of the players, Marta was absent from preseason until last week. She's probably not quite fit yet, as of all set. Whereas Yuki is dabbling in the media career, I think. Oh, cool. I was so confused about Marta being on an excuse absence. Then she was at the game. Well, I mean, she had to be there to support the team. With Obaya being a left footer, I don't understand why Seb plays her on the right. Because actually some left-footed players play really good on the right. But again, kind of like it happens in the men's game. Marco Pasalic, he's a left footer and he plays on the right because they're able to cut through the middle and then shoot with the left. So he gives you kind of like that dual positioning. The problem with Ovalle is that she doesn't do that. I don't know if she doesn't feel comfortable, but she doesn't do that. Lewis says, Adriana Club. John LPO, thank you, Miss Adriana. Appreciate you. Ad Astra says, love John. Thank you for loving John. One day I earn your hearts as well. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Gotta go, gang. Miss y'all. I got to see some people at the game yesterday. Drop us a like for Lewis. Vamos LPO. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. Love you, man. This is the ref fucked us once again. I didn't want to say it like that, but it's cool. Barbra at the press conference. Yeah, Barbra is amazing, man. Barbara's I really can't wait to follow Zambia in this 2027 World Cup, hopefully. Ovalle looked more comfortable in the second half, moving to the left side. Says yeah, true. I agree, Shinta. Now, again, shout out to Lucas Camerini over the pictures. He also have look at this shot right here. Look at this shot of 7 against dribbling that ball. Look at Haley right there. Boom. Look at Allie. Great pictures right there. Look at Zeb right there with Giles. That right there was epic. Look at that face from Allie. She's like, what? And then this right here was on call for it. I want to give a shout out to, there's another, and I do want to say, this guy deserves all my respect. Hopefully we can have him on the pod. I'm going to invite him. Juju, right here on the left. Great guy. OCSC fan, Pride fan, right there. He's right there supporting the girls, so it's exciting. That would have been a golazo from Rafa. And then this is the exact moment. This is the exact shot of Fishlock overpowering Mace. The tremendous pictures right there. Then right there, Fishlock, and then Fishlock with the celebration right there in our face. Porreda, which is good morning in Welsh. That's the only thing I know. But yeah, phenomenal game either way. I mean, it was an L, but we'll get better. Yeah, Ovalle's going to get there. She's had a lot of single possession struggles, but she balled out for Mexico in a way that should make the U.S. nervous. I agree. Yep. So let's talk about the Denver Summit, because we are coming to a game in which we have a lot of, it's a must win. It's on Friday, so there's going to be a better, there's got to be more people, at least. It's all on the weekend. Denver roster mixes veterans and rookies. Lindsay Heaps, obviously, she joined from Lyon. Ayo Oke and Eva Gattino, they're young U.S. cap defenders. You got Janine Sonis from Canadian national team. Obviously, Carson Pickett, Callie Kurtz, right? Melissa Kostler from Germany, right? And Juna McCormack, which is a U.S. Youth International, right? So right now, Orlando Pride had a strong 2025. They were 4th place in the playoffs. The momentum is that they want to rebound from the loss. They had a 16K plus home opener. Banda is scoring. Castaigne is looking good. They have an experienced core, Orlando Pride, with Banda, McCutcheon, and Ovalle, Corey Dyke, Raffaele, And Denver is a big question mark. Preseason hype, untested in NWSL. They're on their high from expansion buzz. Sold 50,000 tickets for their home opener. Heaps signing adds star power, but obviously there's still going to be some integration challenges. There's going to be a mix of vets and rookies, a strong defense, but obviously in the midfield is just going to be heaps. And the coach is Nick Cushing, which former MLS coach. So Orlando has proven cohesion, recent success, but Denver's momentum, it's from being a novelty team, new team, but lacks match rhythm. So we'll see how it pans out. I have a feeling Orlando Pride is going to win this game. Is going to have it under the bag. I do feel there is a player that I've seen play that a lot of people are really not looking into. And I'm going to go and look it up right now. I'm going to look her up right now. Hold on one second here. I'm Denver Summit. Let's look at Denver Summit right now. Let's look at their right here. Boom. Right here. So one of the players that I do feel that we need to keep an eye. Number one, Ali Watt. You know, I think she's going to have a good game against us. I think she's going to try to be influential. It's going to be kind of weird for Corey and for a lot of our backline to stop her. I feel like even though she's very determined, sometimes she overruns. So, and that's fine. We can stop her, I have a feeling. One player that we need to definitely keep an eye on as well. I feel like it's important for us to keep an eye on, obviously, Lindsay Heaps. To me, one of my favorite players as well. Obviously, she's going to bring a lot of the eyes. To me, she's a great, phenomenal player. And another player that we need to keep an eye on that's going to be hungry to score in Orlando and make a mark is Carson Pickett. You know, you would have thought it says Heaps wouldn't even be there, bruh. LMAO. It says there's a lot of fire in her eyes to score in Orlando. She's gonna have that kind of game face, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And there's another player that I wanted to talk about, and it's this one. Natasha Flint. I saw her with Tampa. She's a great striker. I really think that if she gets the minutes, she could definitely be troublesome. So we'll see what happens with her. But I mean, she's also a threat. She scored a couple of good goals with Tampa Bay Sun. She's a warrior. She's one of those dark arts strikers that likes to kind of messes really bad with the center backs. You know, tries to play very physical. And she's gotten into center backs' faces, cussing them out with, like, you know. So I think she has a lot of she has an edge on her. She has a voice. She's very vocal. She's a phenomenal player. So keep an eye on Natasha Flint. I think Natasha Flint can be very influential if she gets the minutes. Just don't put Mason Watt, then we should be good. Sonis won't play. She's got a red. Yeah. Thomas, if she plays, will hurt us as well as she's very strong. Limos looked a lot more composed than last season. Kostler is going to be a problem. Yep. No, I wouldn't say that. Come on. No, no, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, Julia. Come on, don't make me say it. There you go. But Natasha Flynn's gonna be troublesome. Look, I'm happy for Denver that they have their team and all of that. But Orlando, see, look, I don't even follow them, but Orlando should definitely. I'm gonna go ahead and follow them. Orlando should definitely win against this team, especially at home. We should definitely win at home. Let's look at Denver's first franchise history goal. Let's see.
Long here's Sonis. Sonis on the left, inside, yes! The first goal for Denver Summit FC.
Let's look at that, but early ball to the near post. Custer's pointing, saying, give it to me there. What a good finish from the German international, though. That is absolute quality. And they knew they would get that from her if they can get the ball into her, and they did it there. Wow. What an exciting opening 20 minutes.
We'll send it long.
A great goal. Kostler was tremendous. Yeah, she's kind of looks like freaking. She was a Lewandowski, man.
Here's Sonis. Sonis on
like,
the left.
That's such a Bundesliga type of scoring.
Inside, yes. The first goal for Denver Summit
Look at Ali. What?
FC.
Let's look at that, but early ball to the near post. Custer's pointing, saying, give it to me there. What a good finish from the German international, though. That is absolute quality. And they knew they would get that from her if they can get the ball into her, and they did it there. Wow.
Tremendous. So our backline needs to be on point. The backline for Orlando Pride needs to be on point. Don't take Denver lightly. They have a strong roster even for being new, says Shinta. No, I'm not taking them lightly. I just think Orlando Pride needs to win, whatever it takes. But I want to make some announcements before I part and I leave. I want to, number one, thank John. I'm certainly going to miss him. He's definitely a big part of the Pride Pod. I wish him nothing but the best over there in the UK now that he's moved back. There's an opening if anybody is interested to step up and maybe join me here for the Pride Pod. And you want to collab with LPO, you want to have a voice, contact me and we'll invite you to a couple of episodes. You can test the waters and see if you like it. You can DM me on Instagram, DM me on X as well. I'm going to start inviting. I didn't have the chance for this episode, but moving on, I'm going to try to see if I can find fellow NWSL colleagues that can come and talk about some of the teams in the NWSL with me. So until we find a permanent chair, right? It gives you guys a different little bit of insight from other clubs. So I'm going to start working on that. But again, we're not stopping. We're continuing this all season as well. There's going to be pre-recorded content coming up for Tampa Bay Sun. If you like the USL Women's Soccer League, we're going to have all of that coming out very soon. But again, I wanted to thank you guys for your support. We appreciate it 110%. We are Loud and Proud Orlando. We're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, X, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube as well. Click on the notification bell to get all notifications for us. And again, we appreciate all your support. We're excited that this season is back. I'm proud to be covering, I think, my 4th or 5th year back to back with the NWSL. And again, look forward for this year and hopefully another trophy for the Pride. I think it's possible. So again, thank you guys for your support, and thank you to Shinta, to Julia, to Ad Astra Pride, to Of All Sad Words, to Adriana, to John, to everybody that was here live, to Jay Texas, to everybody. Thank you guys for your support. And again, vamos Pride. Have a good one. See you guys next week.